Binghamton City Council is set to consider a law that would regulate when landlords can evict their tenants. News 34's Roy Santacruz has been covering the story and joins us now from the update desk. Roy?
Yes, thank you, Jim. City Council could vote on the proposed Good Cause Eviction law as early as this Wednesday. They say the law would prevent landlords from financially exploiting their tenants and that it might be the most important legislation of the year. The Good Cause Eviction law was enacted on the state level this past spring, allowing municipalities like Binghamton to opt in to the tenant protections. Councilmember Nate Hotchkiss says the law focuses on 3 points. It prohibits landlords from making retaliatory evictions, such as if a tenant requests maintenance on something, but instead of making the repairs, the landlord evicts the tenant. The proposal would also limit rent hikes to 10%, and anything over 10 would require justification. And third, Hotchkiss says the Good Cause law would require landlords to offer a lease renewal if the tenant didn't have any lease violations or overdue rent. Hotchkiss says the law is solely meant to protect tenants' rights, and the majority of landlords will be unaffected.
As long as they're not engaged in price gouging or unreasonable rent hikes, as long as they're keeping up with maintenance, I think this will have very minimal impact, and it gives tenants the necessary protections that they need, which is, I think, it should be the higher priority right now. So ultimately, this does put the human need over profitability.
The Greater Binghamton Chamber opposes the new law and says the increase in regulations could make landlords and developers shy away from staying and investing in this area. Public Policy Manager Mina Hoblitz says it's already difficult to evict problem tenants, and she fears this legislation will make it even harder.
We're focusing on keeping our good landlords here in the Binghamton City area as well as the Greater Binghamton area. Our membership has reached out with deep concerns that this legislation has the potential to push reputable, good landlords out of the community, as well as potential property developers into municipalities that have not opted into good cause eviction.
Hoblitz says with a 10% cap on rent, it could limit landlords' reinvestment back into their properties, which would otherwise improve the quality of life for their tenants. She says the chamber plans to meet with members of City Council and local landlords on Wednesday to talk about the proposal. Binghamton City Council plans to take public comment and vote on the proposal at its meeting this Wednesday at 6 p.m. Hotchkiss says whether it's now or in the next few months, he believes the Good Cause Eviction law will get adopted soon. Jim?